So hey guys, and welcome to the video. Today is the 25th of March 2022 and we are here for the first day of the Thorpe Park 2022 season. They did have a pass holder day last Saturday, but sadly we were at Towers so we couldn't make it to the pass holder day. But if the pass holder day was anything to go by, the ride availability should be amazing. After the last time we were here at Fright Nights, I'm really hoping that Thorpe Park can redeem themselves. Talking about who I'm with then, I am here with Charlotte and Joe today.
So hey guys!
How are you two doing? Are you alright?
No.
Oh, you had a bit of a kerfuffle at the ticket booth, didn't you?
Thorpe Park have already annoyed me.
Why? Tell us exactly why, Joe.
So apparently they're having problems with passes, okay? And that's fine, but if you're having a problem, at least inform all your staff of the problem. I've just been sent out the entire park to be told that my pass does work, to then come all the way back through security
it is kind of
to
funny.
be told that my pass doesn't work. Then to be told to go through a staff entrance, which apparently I should have known from the start. To go through to a staff building where all the trainees are just sat there going, oh.
You know what? It's actually really funny. Like you have to be here to find it funny, but I tell you what.
It's not funny!
Well, we find it funny, so that's what matters.
Platinum!
Oh, our entrance procedure was really efficient, weren't they?
Yes, we got in very calmly and nicely.
Like, you guys got it easy.
We did get it easy.
Thorpe Park just judged him, looked at him and went, he's not getting in.
The machine.
Yes.
The machine. Right, look at what we've got. I love this view, I really do. I think it's the best the best theme park view in terms of an entrance, I really do. So in terms of first rides today, we're going to make our way over to Nemesis Inferno.
Hi, Ian.
What?
Put yourself instead.
Why?
Because I want to punch in the face.
All right. Let's. Hello! The street entertainment as we were coming in were amazing, by the way. But yeah, if you want to do stealth first, we'll go over and do stealth. And later, Joe is going to film us on that thing. Look at it.
I didn't agree to this.
Well, do you want to go on it?
Sure.
All right then, looks like we're all going on Tidal Wave. I actually brought a towel and spare clothes so we could go on that. The wettest water ride in the UK, I swear to God. The last time I went on Tidal Wave was a couple of years ago actually. I think it was like 2015 or whatever. So it'd be really good to see how that's riding. So yeah, let's head over and have our first ride of the day over on Stealth. Really looking forward to this. All right then, so here we are at this big Intamin beast. It was riding really well last season, so I'm really looking forward to get back on this. What?
You see they've cleared some trees so you can see the swarm better?
Oh yeah, they have cleared some trees, haven't they? Usually this part isn't as accessible. Now you can see the swarm doing its beautiful zero-G roll. But yeah. Oh, I'm so happy to be back here. Absolutely love the swarm. Used to rank in my top 10 and no longer does anymore, sadly, but yeah.
You don't think it's tall?
It's massive, isn't it? Look at it.
That's many rulers.
That is many rulers. Many rulers. So right, let's get on Stealth. Really excited to get back on this. Alrighty then, so we just came from the Thorpe Plaza. We're now here at Nemesis Inferno. Stealth. Sadly, the ride's actually closed at the moment. They're waiting for maintenance to come. I should take a punch card around with me to Thorpe Park. Nemesis shut to. Oh my God. All right. Like I said, I should take around a punch card. It should be like Thorpe Bingo. Which rides are closed today?
Stealth and Nemesis are coming now. So.
All right. Let's get on the Rumba Rapids then. One thing to note actually is that they've got new signs for this year. Look at that. Look at that. Really like those. Quite nice. Right, let's get on Rumba Rapids because nothing else is actually open. So yeah, I didn't want to come for coasters anyway. Rather come for the Rumba Rapids. I do prefer these to the Towers ones, to be honest with you. Look at that. They are a bit more violent than the Alton Towers ones as well. So yeah. Let's get on the Rumba River Rapids. By the way, massive congratulations to Kai from Lift Doors and Launchers, who's actually working on the Rapids for this year. So yeah, let's get on. Right, so we just had a good ride there on the Rumba River Rapids. You know what, I'm not surprised that's our first ride of the season. Everything seems to be opening back up now. Stealth is open, that's why we're walking down the queue. But yeah, good ride there. Good ride, there's nothing really more I can say about it. It's a rapids ride. Hopefully we'll have a bit more to say about this. This is Charlotte's first time on Stealth, isn't it?
Yes, I'm excited.
Look at this launch, are you ready? Watch it. Watch it. Oh, look at it, just look at it. I love this thing, I really do. I think this thing's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Again, third fastest accelerating coaster in the UK, Intamin accelerating coaster. So yeah, we'll have to see how this rides. Again, the last time we ridden this was the afternoon of Friday night before it closed. So yeah, let's get on Stealth and see what we make of it. There we go then, we had our first ride on Stealth of the season, and my god, that thing is relentless. I was sat on the back, Charlotte and Joe are coming in a second. They have literally just had their go. I saw them on the front, they wanted to wait for the front and I didn't, so I went on the back, and yeah, I love it, I really do. I think it's a back row ride personally. The front row is great for views, but the back row is just the best ride experience in my opinion. But look at it go, look at that. I absolutely love it, I really do. Again, it doesn't rank in my top 10 anymore, but it's a good coaster nonetheless. Really love Stealth. Look at that. Wow, and because it was riding so well, it just made it for me, it really did. Yeah, like Joe noted, I noted this before, but they've opened the back up, which looks really nice as well, so you can get all those beautiful views of the swarm. I really wish they'd done that to start with, because I could have got some brilliant shots of the swarm from this angle, but yeah, unfortunately we didn't. Are they coming now? Oh, here they are, look. Here they are, fresh off their ride off of Stealth. What do you think to that?
Oh my god, it was a lot. It was so much. I genuinely think I hold my breath for the entirety of that ride, because I came off and I was like, oh my god!
You're pulling some questionable faces on it.
Mate, I looked at my photo then and I literally looked like I'm having a poo, and like, it's so bad.
Wow. Joe, your first ride in the season, what do you think to Stealth?
It seems to be running slower than it was last year.
It
didn't feel as powerful as it usually is, which is a bit upsetting, but still some good airtime, still good pop over the top. It's definitely a front row ride. I
was saying, I think it's a back row ride personally.
There's a lot more like intensity on the back, but the front row just, for the thrill factor, you're meant to ride Stealth on the front for the first go. Always ride on the front. Those sort of coasters, I've always been told, just ride them on the front as your first go, you won't regret it. If we ever get on King Dakar, if we ever get on Top Fuel Dragster,
front row.
Front row, that's it.
Oh, I'd love to go on King Dakar, you know.
Definitely.
That's definitely on my bucket list. But yeah, that thing's great, there really is. And like I said, great ride there. Now, in terms of second rides of the day, what are you guys thinking?
Check the queue.
Yeah, check the queue times. To be fair, that is currently on a 15-minute to 20-minute queue. You said over the tannoy. It also says on the app it's a 15-minute to 20-minute. Crowds today, it looks busy, but it's not busy. It's really weird. Yeah, it's really weird. But we'll see what we're getting on next. What are our options? Oh yeah, let's go Swarm. Love it.
Still down.
Oh, his Nemesis still down?
Yeah.
Oh.
This morning.
Get your punch cards back out, guys, for the closed Thorpe rides.
Well, you know we booked for Ghost Train for 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's closed.
Oh.
So we might not get on it.
Well, yeah. I forgot to mention as well, we've booked for Darren Brown's Ghost Train just because I like it. It's a great experience, and it's worth doing once or twice. I mean, it's Charlotte's first time doing it, so we'll get her opinions of it as well. So yeah. let's go head over to the Swarm, this beautiful 2012 B&M Wing Coaster. Right, let's go. Oh, and we've arrived on the Thorpe Plaza. Would you just look at it? This thing is amazing, it really is. Thorpe Plaza, I keep saying Thorpe Plaza, don't I, today? No, it's the Swarm Plaza, look at it. This is currently on a 10-minute wait. Judging by that queue, I'm not sure whether that's correct or not. And there is a school trip here today, isn't there?
Yeah, surprisingly, in March.
Yeah. So we'll have to see about queue times going forward, but yeah, just look at this. What are your initial thoughts?
It's looking pretty damn beautiful.
It is, isn't it? Right, let's get on the Swarm, the UK's only B&M Wing roller coaster, and the only roller coaster with wings. A wing coaster. I don't know why I just didn't say wing coaster. Okay, so Joe's going to demonstrate how secure this padlock is.
Look at this padlock, guys. So this gate's nice and secure, right? Look at that. Really nice and secure. Right, just,
Look at this! Thorpe Park security, everybody!
Someone put that up there and thought it was locked.
And there we go then, great ride there on the Swarm. I absolutely love that. I was on the back row, these guys a queue for the front.
Well, we got on the front.
Oh yeah, you did get on the front. Yeah, I got my arm slapped against the water fountain. I've got new water fountains around the turnaround area, and I got absolutely soaking wet through.
Like that,
yeah, I did, yeah. I tell you what,
though. Literally went bang, straight up on my hand.
Yeah, it went with some force, didn't it?
Yeah,
it hurt a bit. I'll give it that.
I was just saying to Charlotte, to me, that is a better sensation of flight than Galactica is.
Yeah.
Galactica's just so straight in. You're like, I'm not really flying, but this is like, you know, you are so open.
You're strapped to an alien.
Yeah.
And you're flying through the air. Yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I agree with Joe actually. It does give you a better sense of flight than Galactica. The restraints weren't too bad that time. They really didn't press against my shoulder, so have they done something with those? I just don't know. But the ride experience was great. Like, it was amazing. Like, I love the back. I prefer the back to the front, because we did quite a lot on the back last year, didn't we?
We did, yeah. On the front you get a lot more hang time over the front sort of drop, so you are hanging there upside down while the rest of the train sort of catches up with you. Front's just better. It's always better for views, isn't it? It's what you appreciate more, views or intensity.
While I get Charlotte's review, look at the queue time and see what we're looking like.
Yes, boss.
Because we did queue 30 minutes for that, which wasn't that bad for the Swarm.
Yeah, but it did have like 20 minutes worth of downtime.
Oh yeah. There was about 10 minutes of queuing and about 10 minutes of downtime. So Charlotte,
hello.
Swarm, what do you think to that?
Absolutely loved it. Icon is still my favourite, but that is probably my second favourite.
Second?
Oh really?
Yeah. I don't know. It was just very smooth. It wasn't too fast, it wasn't too slow, it was like a nice pace, and I like the theming, obviously aliens and rock music. Shout out to Yumi at 6. I wish you played more of the
Big
song.
emo over here.
Honestly, play more of the song like whilst we're walking through. I didn't really hear the song that much.
Well, the thing is, until the audio change, it used to be in the area, so you used to hear like an instrumental version of the Yumi at 6 song.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they changed that for the Nick Hudson audio, which you hear at the moment, which tells more of the story. In my opinion, I prefer the Swarm's music before. I do like this, don't get me wrong, and it explains the story really well, but I still prefer the original Swarm music, and I think you would have to agree with that.
Yes.
Yeah, because you really like the Swarm song.
Yeah, you meet at 6.
And you meet at 6.
They're a vibe.
They are a vibe. I've seen you meet at 6 when we went to go see Bring Me the Horizon. We only saw a bit of their set though because we were late, weren't we?
Yeah.
What was that? Yours?
No, actually we didn't book a parking space, did we? So we were driving around Sheffield. Anyway, less of that. Let's get the queue times. What are the queue times looking like?
That's what I was meant to do, right?
Yeah, that's what you're meant to do. Like I said, that was actually shut when we came, but they let us in the queue. So yeah, that's why we had 20 minutes of downtime.
Largest proper coaster is Saw. That's on the shortest queue.
What?
The shortest proper coaster is Saw.
Oh, okay. What's that on?
Half an hour.
Half an hour. You know what? We'll head over to Saw and we'll get that done because you know what? The Saw wasn't riding great last year, and I want to see if they've done anything to it to make it better. I do like the Swarm, the good Gerstlauer Eurofighter. There's a Gerster Orton Towers that was that's making its way up my ranks as well. The Smiler, absolutely love that. So we'll have to see if this is the same. So yeah, let's get on. Saw the ride. But Joe, I've got one question.
Oh, you ready?
I want to play a game.
I want to play a game.
I don't know any Saw references. To be fair, I've only watched one Saw movie, and that is the Jigsaw movie. Actually, I've watched 2 Saw movies. I've watched the original Saw, which I thought was amazing. It was more of a thriller than a horror. And I've watched the Jigsaw. Would you recommend the
Saw movies?
Yeah, they're brilliant. I love them. They're the best horror films.
Oh, we went what?
Your ride.
What ride?
There's a massive bin being carried.
Get out, right. Let's get over to the Saw Plaza. Right, so on the way down here, we actually thought that we would go on the Flying Fish, the best coaster in the park. Look how intense it is.
Sorry.
Best coaster in the world.
Best coaster in the world. Better than King the Car, better than Steel Vengeance, Taron Who. Right, let's get on it. Look at this. Absolutely love it. Yeah. Good for what it is.
Is there room for us?
Then we just come off a thrilling ride on the Flying Fish. Oh my god, that was amazing, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah.
Oh
it was,
no. Interesting.
It was for kids.
Yeah, it's got a bit rough, hasn't it, Joe?
It was as rough as that last year, to be fair. It's you can tell it's old.
Yeah, he's getting old. To be fair, it has been relocated in this park 2 times. So we're going to try and head off to something. We just realised, because we've got Darren Brown Ghost Trains at 1, we're probably not going to be able to get on another ride. So because Saw was on 30 minutes, it probably will be longer than that, so we don't want to risk it and miss our spot. But I do want to go on that today.
You might get some scram.
Oh yeah, let's go get some scram. To be fair, there's a KFC over there.
I like that KFC.
And oh, there we go. Look at that. Hey Joe, you're going to be going on that later.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't wait for it. So right, let's go and get some food. Right, so before we go get some food, we decided that we'd come to the Thorpe Megastore and we'd have a look and see what they've got for this year. You know what, I'm not a massive mug collector, but I do like the Merlin mugs. And these are the selection that you've got this year. I'm not a massive fan of the Swarm one, but I do like the Stealth. The Inferno one also looks nice. This one looks really nice. Yeah, they're also advertising Black Mirror, which is quite interesting. And yeah, I like that. Continuing further on then, and they've still got the Thorpe Park vibe style merch, so this sort of American high school style theming, which is quite interesting. They're not bringing back the Thorpe Park vibes event this year, but still nice to see that that's on sale. So I presume they didn't sell that last year, or they made more of it. Here's the Thorpe Park Bears with your I like him, he's cool. Got your resins. This is new for this year actually, the tidal wave one. I quite like that actually. Yeah, I like that. You got your flying fish wand as well. If you ever wanted a resin of the flying fish, get it here at Thorpe Park Megasaur. Look at that. I'm gonna have to buy one of these, you know, because I really do like the Darren Brown Ghost Train resins. So a look over here. Have you found anything new?
Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff. There's all of these 3-tone sort of...
Well, I was just talking about those. They had those at Park Vibes last year. So I'm not sure whether they've not been able to sell them.
I think they are new. Yeah.
Are they? But yeah, taking you around a bit more then. You've got your notebooks here. Again, there's nothing really that interests me. The Monopoly sets. I didn't know they did Thorpe Park Monopoly actually. So let's take a look around the clothing then. I don't recognise any of this from last year. Mind you, I didn't spend much time in the Thorpe Park Megasaur last year, hence why there wasn't a section in the Thorpe Park Megasaur. But yeah, I actually quite like this t-shirt. That's quite nice with the gradient on it. I'm not a massive fan of that one, that's a bit too in your face. Yeah. I'm gonna have to buy some Thorpe Park t-shirts this year because Joe mentioned to me that I don't actually have that much Thorpe Park merch. There's also a t-shirt in here that I saw that I really like, and it has like all the different Merlin logos on it, so we'll have to see if that one's available. But I think you have to actually go to the store in the Dome for that. But yeah, I like this one with the Saw logo embossed on it. Right, so a moment ago I mentioned about that Merlin logo shirt. Well, here you go, here's that shirt. This is one that I really like. It's £22 at the moment, but you got your Stealth logo there, you got your Vampire logo, you got your Tiger Rock logo, Smiler logo. There's so much on there that I actually recognise. I really like that. What do you think to this?
Yeah, I think they're really good. I love how they're incorporating the broadcasts as well, because this one, that's the Colossus logo.
Oh, so it's just Merlin in general then.
Yeah,
I'll take you around the pin badge as well because there's a lot of different. Yeah, I do like my pin badges. I'm looking for a Thorpe 2022 pin badge. I like collecting stuff like that. By the way, it is the 20th year of Colossus this year, so we'll go around there and see Colossus. I don't think we're going to ride it today, but you've still got your Thorpe Park 2021 pin badges there. I presume they'll have more in the store in the Dome. But yeah, just a quick look around the merch really in the Thorpe Megasaur. Are you tired? Am I boring you?
Yeah. You are boring me.
Wow.
I'm tempted by the Saw one.
Oh, the Saw.
The Saw would be nice.
I do like the Saw, to be fair. Yeah. Right. Let's head off.
So hey guys. Ryan's gone to the toilet and accidentally left his camera at the table with me. What an idiot. So, what can we do to his channel, guys? What can we do to ruin it?
Delete all the footage.
All of these opinions we're about to say are all iCoaster opinions. So, Nemesis Inferno, this one, that one, is better than Nemesis. Get that straight now. Nemesis is really rough. It's awful. Don't like it at all. What else? What else does he like? He really loves Rita, doesn't he? Yeah, Rita's amazing. Ryan doesn't shut up about Rita. All he says to you guys is that Rita is rubbish when he actually loves it. And this is Charlotte. Look at that, look.
I'm having a 3-star screen.
Give it a lick. Right then, so we've just had a spot of lunch. Charlotte over here, she cheaped out with a bit of a meal deal. Look at this. We've got a
cheeky chicken mayo.
Cheeky chicken mayo sandwich. What makes it cheeky?
Rich bread.
Rich bread.
Fibre enriched bread.
Oh, that's lovely. That is. What do you have, Joe? You had a bit of ice cream, didn't you?
Yeah, that's it.
You had an ice cream and you got a Monster.
Yeah.
and I had a Bratwurst from the Bratwurst stand. One thing that I thought was really important to mention is that they don't allow Merlin annual pass discount at these stalls. These are third-party vendors.
It's the same with that one over there, the vegan stand.
You can't get your annual pass discount, which is quite disappointing, and it's not clearly signposted that it is that way. So Thorpe, sort that out. That's one massive gripe that I have with the Merlin parks. They don't point out when you can't use your Merlin pass for discounts. Whilst these two
lovingly exchange dialogue, I'm going to
come over here and come look at Nemesis Inferno, because this is one of the rides that's sadly been shut all day. Hoping that it's going to be open a bit later, but with the status in the moment, I strongly doubt it. I really do.
I've not seen this go round at all today, which is quite disappointing. We saw it test once this morning, but apart from that, that's it. But yeah, it's just been laying dormant here all day, and there's been staff telling people that it's not open, and Yeah, huge disappointment. I was hoping to get on this today, but you know what?
It's not that big of a deal that I can't get on Nemesis Inferno today, because we'll probably come back plenty of times during the year for the various events they've got going on this year and things like that. Thorpe are running a Mardi Gras event, and they're also running it's Mardi Gras, and they're also running Oktoberfest again this year, and they're also running Friday nights as well, which is really cool. They've got a huge selection of events, and that's one thing I'm really impressed with the Merlin Parks this year on, is the event lineup across Chesington, Thorpe and Alton Towers. There's a plethora of events that's going on, and it's the same here at Thorpe Park. And yeah, again, sad that this is
Closed, but you know, still got a couple of other rides open here at the park. Detonator's open. Look, it's about to go, look. Detonator's open. I'm hoping to get on that later as well. And Colossus is open.
Like I said earlier, not going to go on Colossus just because, you know, not our favourite ride here at Thorpe Park. Let's just put it that way. And plus Joe doesn't want to go on it either. But yeah, we'll probably head off to Soar, to be honest with you, after Darren Brown's Ghost Train. So yeah, let's head on Darren Brown's Ghost Train. And I'll see you off ride. Right then, so we've just come out of Darren Brown's Ghost Train. I have to say, after going round on that run, I don't think much to it really. That wasn't a good run for me at all. The headsets were having bad issues. Like Charlotte mentioned, it kept cutting out, didn't it?
Yeah, the sound and the visuals for me was just completely cutting out.
Yeah, it's been better on previous runs, it really has. So what would your overall review be of someone who's doing it for the first time?
Honestly, I thought the actors were really, really good, and they kind of made the experience for me. But like the ride itself, because of the headsets being so temperamental, I see it as a bit of a waste of time. Do you want me to be honest?
Wow, that's a strong review, that is.
It is. I wanted to like it because I love Darren Brown, but like, yeah, it wasn't good at all.
We'll get Joe's review in a second,
but I wanted to show you this.
This big white wall that's popped up around Old Town. What's happened? Look at this. Yeah, and I'll show you that these markings down the wall in a second, because this fits into Exodus. But this is the building area for Exodus. This is where Old Town was.
Some tracks here.
What?
Some tracks.
Some track. Yeah. Is it RMC track?
Yeah, go sure.
Cool. What? Charlotte. Track? Where?
Dude.
But look at that. That's what it basically looks like.
Yeah, it won't be looking like that for much longer, because there'll be a brand new roller coaster here. The plans have been submitted. We're just waiting for them to be approved, and once they're approved, I'm sure we'll see some sort of movement done on this area. But it's extremely exciting.
They're starting the demolition now, aren't they? So Old Town's been ripped down. Apparently, those who have been in the area say like the bridge that you cross to get into
Longest Leap Station.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, but look how big this area is. This is going to be
a massive, massive new roller coaster for Thorpe Park. It really is. Like, this is stretching around
right around this area. Like, for anybody who knows this, like, this is a big area, isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge. In fact, this is where it's going all the way into where Loggers Leap was. It's going to be a massive area.
Like, people say this roller coaster's short, from the initial design, from the initial planning permission. I get that, it's short, but it's exciting. What it does in that short layout, it does very well. And I'm going to go over here for a second, because
this is where it comes out to. So it's the whole of Old Town that's been closed off. There's nothing in this area now that's accessible to Old Town. Can we see around here actually? Get a little peek in? Oh, nothing there. But yeah, this is the Thorpe area. This is the Saw the ride area. So yeah, it comes out right down here. Extremely exciting stuff. In fact, I'll poke the camera over here. Yeah, look at that.
I don't know if you could see anything there, but yeah, this is basically the Exodus construction site. For those who don't know,
by the way, this is where they're building the new roller coaster. It's going to be the tallest in the UK.
Nice.
And from the full planning application, we found out it's going to be a Mack. So we're going to get a Mack hypercoaster here at Thorpe Park. And that's extremely exciting, it really is. And you know what, it's great to see because we've not had any major investment in terms of a coaster here at Thorpe Park for 10 years now, really. This is the 10th year that the Swarm has been in operation, and basically the Swarm was the last coaster they installed, so yeah. But I'm so excited for Thorpe Park, I really am. And I'm so excited for this roller coaster. I think it's gonna be amazing. And here we go, there's Solar Ride. Look at that Gerstlauer Eurofighter. That's currently on a 25-minute queue, so we're going to look at doing that now. Do you want to do Saw the Ride?
Saw the ride.
Saw the Ride?
Saw the ride.
I want to go back down that way, by the way, to show you the markings. But what's your review of Darren Brown's Ghost Train?
It's not great anymore, is it?
No, it used to be better.
Like, it's just, what's the word? Its technology needed to be looked after for it to stay successful, and they've just not looked after it. So unfortunately, it's just gone to rubbish. No one cares about it anymore. So you go on it, yeah, great, fantastic. It's a very unique experience, to put it that way.
It's probably one of the best VR experiences I've done, and I'm normally a huge VR, not hater, but I can't do VR. Normally I get sick, and on that round of Darren Brown's Ghost Train, I started to get sick. So, you know, take that as you will. Did you feel a bit sick on that? Because I did. Look at this brilliant Gerstlauer Eurofighter. Right, well, let's get on. So we have just come off of Solar Ride, and my god, that wasn't pleasant. It seems to be getting rougher and rougher every year. Like, Charlotte, you didn't have a good ride in it either, did you?
It went in my face.
Yeah,
the water.
The body at the start, it was squirting like really high. It really was pumping out that water. Like, look at my top. It's wet.
I really liked it, but the head, you know how you've got the strain?
Yeah.
It was like really shaking my head about, like, and I was hitting it, and I got a headache. I've literally had to take paracetamol, but it was good. It was good. It was very intense, and I liked it.
I tell you what, I very rarely get a headache on a roller coaster, and that gave me a bit of a headache. I tell you what though, if they did something to it, it'd probably be a bit better, but it seems to be getting worse, doesn't it?
That was awful.
Yeah.
Jesus, so rattly. I was screaming the entire way around because it was hurting so much, but I was rattling so much, the scream just sort of turned into a mumble. It was like, ooh.
It did as well. Well, oh my god. Yeah.
It wasn't great.
We'll leave that one there. Probably won't go on that again today. But Nemesis Inferno has just opened back up. We've literally just had confirmation. We were waiting about half an hour, I'd say, for Saw the Ride. We weren't waiting long. But yeah, overall though, good ride. And our friends, Luke, rang us while we was on the roller coaster. Joe, you have a smartwatch, didn't you?
Yeah. Yes.
Through the smartwatch,
yes.
you rang us.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was. Oh my god, I've never had that before. I've never had anybody ring us through a smartwatch, and yeah, it's kind of funny. Speaking to him up the lift hill. Yeah, but look at that. I tell you what, it does look good off ride though. I'll give it that. But it's just not riding. It's just not riding great. It isn't.
Unfortunately, I don't think it will be retracked either. I think it would just be a rip out and put something new there.
Yeah, I think if this was to if this was to come to the end of its life, they would just get rid of it. I imagine. I mean, will that happen to Colossus? Do you reckon? In terms of
no,
like,
it's their first major coaster, so Colossus is basically like the nemesis of Thorpe Park, really. I don't think they'll get rid of it.
Yeah, I think it'll get a retrack. When we don't know. It's coming on. It's 20th year in the park this year. So we'll have to see what the future of Colossus is. But I reckon it will stay at the park. And if it did get a retrack, I'd probably enjoy it a bit more. This is why I'm looking forward to the 10 inversion coaster at Colossus so much.
Flamingo Land, not at Colossus.
Not at Colossus, but at Flamingo Land. Yeah. Are you excited for that one, Joe?
Yeah, should be good. Lap bars apparently, so
should be all right. Should be all right. So yeah.
We're gonna let each other cue times whilst you're on the camera, and we shall.
I think either Walking Dead or Nemesis.
Walking Dead or Nemesis. Nemesis Inferno is on 45 minutes. I don't mind waiting 45 minutes for Inferno, to be honest with you.
But
Walking Dead is on 5.
oh, should we go do some Walking Dead action?
Yeah.
It's a coaster inside in the dark.
Yeah.
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 All right then. Let's get over to Walking Dead. By the way, I want to praise the staff on there. They were getting the trains out quite rapidly. Like, they weren't stacking it all.
For Thorpe Park.
Yeah, for Thorpe Park, it was all right. And the operations today have been all right.
Sketchy.
A bit sketchy in places.
Sketchy.
I said I wasn't going to judge the operations at the start of the season, but because these have already had a full operating day, I feel like they should have got to grips a little bit in terms of the operation. So,
Well, the first full day is going to be tomorrow, isn't it?
yeah.
Like, today is a Friday, so not, you know, everyone here is off. You know, they're not at work, they're not at school. So yeah, tomorrow will be their first proper day. So we'll have to see how the queues are on the app tomorrow.
Yeah, and we'll see what the operations are like. But so far, they've been very, very, very good here. But like I say, I don't want to judge them, but I will mention them in the video just because, you know, again, they've had the past holiday to sort everything out, really. So yeah, we shall see you down at Walking Dead the Ride. Right, so just on the way to Walking Dead the Ride then, I just wanted to point out these markings that have appeared on the wall. I have to say, it's all very interesting around this area of the park because Exodus, the construction of it, and the planning permission that's got in place, it's interesting to see little things like this going on around. Now, I don't reckon they've chosen a theme for it yet, but this could, if they have, this could be a hint to what the theme's going to be. Now, I can't really work out what this is all about. Can you? If this is in relation to Exodus?
I think it is, because if you look at the planning permission, the what's it called, the shed.
Yeah.
Section comes behind Burger King.
I just noticed something.
Yeah.
Do you know this? That could be a lift hill, and that could be those massive inversions that we've seen on the rides.
In terms of coloration, I'm thinking China-esque, possibly.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
It's interesting though, isn't it? Because that is definitely, to me, that is definitely a lift hill. Like, that's definitely a lift hill. And whether that's the point at the top, I don't know.
Well, it's like a play button to me.
So, it's difficult, isn't it?
Maybe around media, I don't know.
I don't know. But that's interesting. So, this kind of looks like fire to me. So, could it be a fire and mountain? Something like Shambhala, the Himalayas, maybe? I don't know.
Or like a Chinese dragon in the mountains.
Because we've already got a coaster here, Nemesis Inferno, that's themed to a volcano. So it wouldn't make sense for them to theme the coaster around a volcano. But yeah, we've just spent a minute and a half talking about a painting. Right, let's move on. But I just thought it was pretty interesting to show you. And again, they have got the little writing, the little drawings on the wall down there as well.
Inside of Burger King as well.
Oh, have they? So yeah, they're definitely gearing up for the opening of Exodus in 2024 now. I was
hopefully.
I was hoping it'd be 2023, but it looks more like 2024, to be honest with you. Right, well, let's get on. Right, so there we go then. We've just come off of the Walking Dead the Ride, and you know what? That was actually a really good run through. That was one of the better run throughs I had. There was no actors in there today, but overall it was a good ride, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was expecting it, I was just saying this to Joe, I was expecting it to just be an experience, not an actual like twist and turny like actual roller coaster. So I really enjoyed it, and I liked the fact it was dark. I think that's the first dark ride I've been on other than 13.
Yeah, like roller coaster in the dark. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
Thought it was cool, different experience. I liked it.
Yeah, I really like it. And you know what? I think it was a good replacement for X, because X was starting to show its age a bit. So if you didn't know, X was basically a roller coaster in the dark that was like a It was basically Walking Dead, but a disco. So it was themed to parties and discos, and it used to play like Tiny Temper and all of the hits and stuff at the time. It was great. I loved X, I really did. But sadly, it did come to the end of its life here at Thorpe Park. I tell you what's not come to the end of its life, and probably won't for a good many years.
Nemesis Inferno.
And that's what we're going to go on next. You know what? I'm really looking forward to getting on this, because this is one of the coasters that I really wanted to get on today. Are you excited for Nemesis Inferno?
Yeah, it's good. It's good to get on it. It's been a while. I think again we have more of a spot in our heart for this one, just because we had such a bad scare for Friday nights here.
Yeah.
This made it for us. It's just 3 re-rides on this in a row. Relentless this thing was that night. We were the last train of the day.
Like, look, yeah.
And, yeah, it made us all appreciate the ride a bit more, and not necessarily just see it as Nemesis 2. But in its own right, it is a good invert.
I always say this though, I really wish they hadn't called it Nemesis, because people would have took it on in its own right. Yes, it still would have been compared to Nemesis, like Rita is compared to Stealth, but it would have been a lot less. It looks like the extended queue's open. It is on a 45 minutes, so I'm expecting the queue to be a bit busy, but again, it's opening day, but it is a Friday, so things haven't been as busy as they probably would have on a weekend, and I feel like it was a very good decision, them opening the park today rather than a weekend. Like, I know you were saying...
renowned for being bad in terms of throughput and operations. This is a good test run day, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just to see how they cope with a decently large crowd.
So yeah,
let's get on Nemesis Inferno. That's actually
on a 35-minute queue. Look at it. I still wish they had called it Inferno rather than Nemesis Inferno, though.
So we just had an amazing ride on Nemesis. Like, that was running proper well. Like, I was impressed with how well that was running. Like, that was really, really smooth. The last time I went on it, because it was so intense, it was a little bit rattly. That wasn't. That was really, really, really good. Thoroughly impressed. They've done something to that over the closed season, don't you agree, Joe?
Yeah, they did a lot of work on the brake section, to be fair. And for what it looks like, they seem to have done quite a bit of work on the trains in terms of making them smoother.
Yes, I agree.
Like, you can tell not the track's been replaced or anything like that. The block section, the brakes have been completely replaced because they were quite sharp, but they're really, really smooth this time. So I think they've replaced all the brake section. And if you look at the train, some of the rows don't look the same. They haven't got the flames.
They don't know,
Yeah,
so
I
they've done something to that.
They must have done something to the trains this year.
But it was really good.
Smooth, yeah.
So what do you think of Inferno? You really liked it, didn't you?
Yeah, and you're not going to be happy to hear this, but I actually think it's better than Nemesis.
Get out!
But from the moment it launched, I thought it was really, really smooth.
I like that pre-drop bit before you go to the lifter. I really like that on Inferno. It's like a taster to what's about to come.
Yeah. That is on tie with Swarm at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And that's where we're heading now, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to go on it one last time before we go home. But yeah, I just thought it was such a good ride. Like, they're two very different rides.
Yeah.
Swarm is like, I don't know, glides, whereas that one's more intense. But yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah. What I will say about the two is I feel like Nemesis is the better roller coaster, whereas Nemesis Inferno is the better invert. Before I get copyrighted, I'm going to turn you off, but yeah, we're going to go on the Swarm now. So let's head over that way and see how it's riding. Sadly though, we're not going to be able to get on Tidal Wave today because it's closed. They tried to keep it open, but sadly it's not. So yeah, let's continue. Right, so Charlotte,
Hello.
there's someone I'd like to meet. Come over here.
Okay.
Come over here. Look at this. Come over here. Right. Say hi to Dennis.
All right, mate. You look a bit stuck.
He is a bit stuck. He's been stuck there for years.
Yeah.
Look, Dennis now squirts. Look at this. Oh, or he did squirt. He's not squirting anymore. But basically, there was a fountain down there this morning.
It's because he's not turned on.
Oh, okay. So you got to turn him on to make him squirt.
Yeah.
That is completely fair. You know, I get that 100%. But Dennis, look at that, the legend. Oh, look, he's talking to me now. Look, love a good bit of Dennis. But yeah, we're gonna head on the Swarm. And get our last ride of the day now. I think we were discussing it off camera, and we were like, we're going to see how it takes us, because Charlotte don't mind getting some extra rides in, I don't mind getting some extra rides in, but Joe wants to make this the last ride of the day, so we'll see what we do. I wouldn't mind getting on Inferno before we go, actually, because Inferno was really good. Would you like to go on Inferno before we go?
Which one's that?
Nemesis Inferno.
Yeah, can do.
Yeah, I'd love to go on Inferno again. It really did impress me. So right, let's head on the Swarm. Look at that helicopter, that don't look very healthy. Joe, give the helicopter a name. Russ the helicopter. If you come to Thorpe Park, have a selfie right here in front of Russ the helicopter and send it in, and I will post it on my story. Sorry?
Hashtag Russ the helicopter.
Hashtag Russ the helicopter. Right, let's get on the Swarm. So there we go then, we've just had our last ride of the day on the Swarm, and my god, that was running amazingly. I was on the front that time, dead on the front, on the right side, and I tell you what, it's just a great coaster, it really is. Sadly though, it doesn't make it higher in my rankings, but look at this. I can't like justify putting it higher than where it is at the moment. Yeah, there are just better coasters in my top 10 now. I've ridden so many coasters. It's getting hard to rank them in all honesty, but I do have a soft spot for the Swarm, and I'm glad we ended it on the Swarm, to be honest with you. Like I said, the front, great ride. You prefer the Swarm to Inferno, don't you?
Yeah. It was a tough time, but then I've gone on it again at the back, and it's just
cemented it, has
really
it?
Good. Yeah.
On the back, like you?
We had two rides. Well, I say I prefer it on the back. I don't know, because we were discussing this just, weren't we, walking up?
I think it's definitely a front row ride. Just because it's more floaty on the front.
I do agree.
It's not as rattly.
And it pushes you over some of those elements, like this 0G roll here, that is mad on the front. Like, that is absolutely amazing. And these elements here, this overbank turn, is just so forceful. I tell you what though, like, the back, it does have its advantages, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So what do you prefer, back or front?
I think back.
Back. You're
Front.
back, you're front. And I'm somewhere in between. Like, I think all the seats on the Swarm are amazing, and I think, like I said, I think the coaster's amazing. But
you know, it's definitely the best coaster here at Thorpe Park for me, followed by Inferno.
So far. Well,
Until soon.
Until soon, when this whole skyline is changed with
a brand new roller coaster, Project Exodus. Like I said, I tried to get as much construction footage for you today as possible. I don't know how much I actually managed to get because I've not checked back the footage yet, but I tell you what, exciting things are happening here at Thorpe Park, and I'm all here for it. This park has got so much potential, and I'm glad to see them cementing themselves as a thrill park again, because they've been going down the family route for a bit. I mean, Darren Brown's Ghost Train, whilst it is a 1.4 attraction, in my opinion, it still is a family attraction. It has got a recommended age rating of about 13, but again, it's still a family attraction, so I'm glad to see them investing in something a bit more thrill in this park, which again, I feel like this park needs. So, talking about the day then, we have had a great day here at Thorpe Park. It's not been the best day in the world in terms of ride availability, but it's been the start of the season. You can't judge them for that. Although I do think they had a day to sort it out on the pass holders day, but you know, they've done the best they can. They've basically had all the rides open that they felt were safe to open. Again, they won't open rides if they're not safe to open, but what do you think about the ride availability today?
Been alright, yeah, apart from traditional sort of Thorpe fashion where most things have been down throughout the day, most things have been a bit iffy.
I'm glad they got Inferno open though.
Yeah, they managed to after a while. It did take them a bit of time, but yeah, eventually got it open. But I think every single coaster in the park's been down at some point today.
Yeah, even this.
There's not been a consistency at all.
There hasn't, no. I mean, how have you found your day? How has your day been at Thorpe Park?
It's been really good to get back here. Like, we haven't been back here since start of October when we came for Friday nights.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I remember us walking away like, yeah, we won't be at Thorpe now for another 6 months. So it's been good to get back. Really good. Because the swarm's brilliant. And some of the good coasters here. None of them are top tier, but yeah, really good coasters.
I'm sure you can agree with me when I say that because of the time we had last at Thorpe Park, I'm glad that it's impressed us today. I'm glad that we've at least had a good day, because we didn't have a good day last time.
Yeah, it was the other way around. So last time we were here, it started really well, ended really badly.
Yeah.
Here it started really badly and ended really well, to be fair.
And yeah, Charlotte's walked away with some top coasters, Inferno and the Swarm. How's your day been?
Fantastic, really enjoyed it, weather's been good.
The weather's been amazing, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been.
But
yeah, good first experience. Alton Towers is better in my opinion though.
will you be coming back though in the future?
Yeah, 100%.
I've got a question for you, and it's a pretty interesting question. Will you buy a Merlin annual pass? Is it something you'll consider buying? Because bearing in mind, I wanted to ask you this because you're not an enthusiast like us, but you do like your theme parks.
Yeah.
Would you consider buying a Merlin annual pass?
Probably not, because I feel like people that buy that pass kind of want to go to the same theme park like multiple times a year.
Yeah.
So for me, it would probably be like a waste of money, because I don't think I'd utilise it enough. But I like attending like theme parks like every now and then.
Yeah. So you wouldn't go often, but you would. Yeah.
Plus, I managed to get this ticket for 15 quid because of you.
Yeah, I've used one of my bring a friend tickets today.
It's like, to me, that's nothing for a ticket.
I can only do that 3 times now though.
It used to be where you could just go on the website and book a bring a friend ticket and use as many as you want. Sadly, you can't do that with the Merlin Annual Pass anymore, but that's enough about the Merlin Annual Pass. I just wanted to get Charlotte's take on whether she would actually buy a Merlin Annual Pass or not, given how she feels about theme parks and things like that. But yeah, that's brought me to the end of the vlog, sadly. I've really enjoyed today, but all good things must come to an end. So if you have liked the video, please smack that like button, hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a single video.
This has been the Swarm. This has been Mr. Oakley and Charlotte, and we shall see you
in the next video. Goodbye. Bye. Dennis. See you next time.